What is up, everybody? Sam Dog the Infamous 253 coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart for the NFL Divisional Round Picks. But first off, we want to talk about the news of Brian Schottenheimer officially being fired by the Seattle Seahawks. So definitely happy about that one. Dallas, what are your thoughts on it?
Not surprised with the way the offense was struggling the second half of the season and the way Russell Wilson seemed frustrated with how putrid it was and how they really couldn't get into a rhythm.
And Schottenheimer couldn't even adapt to the other team's defense. So I think it was a move that definitely needed to happen. I was just watching Brendan Nelson's video too, and I agree. I know Pete wants to run the ball again, but we need someone that can better adapt to defenses too. We need someone that can better adapt to defenses, and granted, we need to be able to just do everything good. We need a well-balanced offense attack, and not just running, but more even and more well-balanced is what we need.
Yeah, that second time they fired a offensive coordinator in 3 years.
Yeah, Bevel and
they fired Bevel after the end of the 2017 season.
Yeah, and now Brian Schottenheimer.
Yep.
But yeah, let's just hope for the best. I won't get too far into that yet. Who I think they will get next. We'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. So, but for now, let's get to the picks for the divisional round of the playoffs. First off, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, the Rams took care of their business against us, and deservingly so. They were obviously a better team. Their defense was good, but they're still a little banged up going into this one. The Green Bay Packers, they're rested off of their bye weekend. We all know for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers has been playing like a man on a mission. He wants to get back to another Super Bowl so bad. So, and the Packers, they've just been rolling and rolling and rolling. They got that number one seed deservingly so. And I think, obviously, it's going to be cold. We know it's going to be cold. I think Green Bay was expected to get a snow shower Friday night, the night before the game. And this is on Saturday. This game will be played Saturday.
Yep.
But
on Fox, it's the Fox game on Saturday.
Yeah. And Devontae Adams, I feel like Devontae Adams is going to have a big game. Robert Tonyan should have a big game too, and Aaron Jones should have a big game running it. But I think Devontae Adams is going to carve up that Rams secondary, and Aaron Rodgers is playing on a mission. I think the Packers will most likely, depending on what else happens, be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. So I'm going with the Packers to take care of business against the Rams. Give me Green Bay at home in Lambeau Field every time.
Yeah, give me Green Bay as well. I just can't see the Rams duplicating a repeat performance of last week on the road. It's hard for me to see them going halfway across the country and pulling off what they did up here last week. Give me Green Bay to get to the NFC Championship and Aaron Rodgers to host his first ever NFC Championship game.
Yeah, he's going to host his first ever NFC Championship. Like we said, that man's on a mission, and like we said in the past, we never sleep on Aaron Rodgers.
No.
And that guy's been a man on a mission ever since the Packers took Jordan Love in the first round.
Yep, they've looked like the best team in the NFC the entire year.
Not only that, they're the most.
I think it would take a lot for the Rams to pull off another upset. I just can't see it happening.
I don't see it happening against Aaron Rodgers. That guy's been on a mission, like we mentioned earlier, and the Packers, to me, are the most complete team in the NFC, in my opinion. They're the most complete team. But yeah, give me Green Bay. Give us Green Bay to just go out there. I expect Devontae Adams to carve up that Rams secondary and just go off. And I expect the Packers to just get into the NFC Championship next week. Up next for the other Saturday game, we got the Baltimore Ravens going to Buffalo to take on the Bills. The Ravens got their revenge, like you called it. They got their revenge on the Titans. The Lamar Jackson ran wild that game, and they got their business done against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills were able to just barely hold off the Indianapolis Colts at home, winning it 27-24, their first playoff win since 1995, right? Was it 1995 or 94?
95 season, yeah.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, had a feeling it was right. But man, this is gonna be, I think, one of the other good games of the Saturday slate too. In this game in Buffalo, Josh Allen and the Bills are rolling, and the Ravens have been on a roll for a little while. And I think this is gonna be really one of the better games. Two running quarterbacks, and Bills defense and the Bills offense, Ravens defense got it going. The offense was getting going. Mainly Lamar Jackson was just running wild too, and then and then Dobbins, and this is gonna be a good one. I think, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Bills to get to the AFC Championship for the first time since the '90s in this one. Give me the Bills, but I expect this game to be good.
Yeah, this is just a tough one. This is a tough one.
It's tough.
I'm gonna go with the Bills as well.
Okay.
I think they end Baltimore's hot streak and they deny them a chance to get to the AFC Championship. I'd like the Bills. It's gonna be tough for the Bills or the Ravens to win another road game on a road playoff game 2 in a row. I just like the Bills.
Yeah, me too, man. And then also, how cold is it going to be in Buffalo too? For this is another question.
Probably in the 30s, but the Ravens definitely. Buffalo better not overlook them. The Ravens are hot right now.
The Ravens are hot. The Titans overlooked them,
and they completely shut down Derrick Henry.
They did. And also, it's going to be in the 30s in Green Bay as well for the Packers-Rams game. All right, on to the Sunday's game. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns going to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Cleveland Browns, incredible first quarter. 28 points in the first quarter. That was insane against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Browns didn't even have Kevin Stefanski at their head coach because of him having COVID. They had a couple other people missing with COVID, and they just went out there and kicked the crap. And I got to say, did that first snap of that game look familiar to anyone? To a little something that happened in 2013? What did that first snap remind you of, Dallas?
Super Bowl 48.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The only difference
was just an avalanche after that. They hit him. They smacked him right in the mouth.
Pittsburgh was
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think Jarvis Landry had a 40-yarder.
Yeah, Jarvis had a 40-yarder.
Really never looked back.
It was just like the only difference with Super Bowl 48 with the Seahawks and what Cleveland did against Pittsburgh was Cleveland got a touchdown off of it. We got a safety off of that, and the only similarity is both of us never looked back ever since then, where basically ours was in the Super Bowl and we just went on to destroy Denver, and Cleveland just went on to destroy the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are well rested, having their first round bye ever since they rested the starters against the Los Angeles Chargers. So the Chiefs are going to be well rested. Patrick Mahomes, obviously, in my mind, is the best quarterback in the league right now, in my opinion, too. And that Chiefs offense with Sammy Watkins and freaking Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce, and freaking Le'Veon Bell and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I just expect. Yeah, wait, Edwards-Helaire got hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt in the New Orleans game.
Oh, so I guess it's just Le'Veon Bell. Who's the other? They got another. Never mind. I guess the backup running back. I guess.
Kareem Hunt had a chance to get some revenge on his old team.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But I mean, for what Cleveland has, how long Cleveland has waited to win their first playoff game since 1994. Good, I gotta say, good for Cleveland. But
yeah, also first win in Pittsburgh since 2003. They ended a 17-game losing streak in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but I mean, good for. I gotta say this though, they're not the same old Browns anymore, and I got.
Juju Smith-Schuster, you ate your words.
He big time ate his words, big time. But I gotta say, good for Cleveland. They're not the same old Browns anymore. Good for Cleveland. I think Cleveland being good in the NFL would be good for the league. I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
good for them. They deserve it. But I'm still gonna pick Kansas City to keep on their momentum and just end Cleveland's season. Sorry, Cleveland, but I still got to roll with the hotter hand, and that's the hand of Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense. And the Chiefs are just rolling. They look like, to me, I think the Chiefs will be the AFC representative once again in the Super Bowl. So give me Kansas City, but let's see what happens. This should be fun.
Yeah, give me Kansas City to get to their third straight AFC Championship game. I think Cleveland's Cinderella ride comes to an end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as much as I would love to see the underdog continue their ride, I think it comes to an end on Sunday.
Yep. And up next, rubber match on a Sunday again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady going back to the Superdome to take on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And we all know what happened the last two times. A rubber match, and the Saints have dominated them both times.
Yeah.
The last time, Brady didn't even have a single touchdown at home against that same Saints team. But Brady, ever since those other two times, has really gotten adapted to his receivers and other weapons in Tampa. And Tampa has been on a roll lately. Tampa's still been on a roll. Saints have been rolling. Granted, they did have a little rusty start, but in the end, we knew.
So did Tampa. Tampa did allow 306 yards passing to Taylor Heineke. They did not win by as comfortable as I thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
It was a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be.
Washington for in their game against Washington last week.
Yep.
Man, and this is also, get this, a battle of two of the oldest quarterbacks in the NFL in the playoffs. Has that ever happened before in NFL playoff history?
I don't think it has, but
two quarterbacks in their 40s going at it in the divisional round.
Yeah, this should be a battle.
It should be, but I think the Saints get it done a third time,
Yeah.
and I think we're gonna see Packers versus Saints in Lambeau Field in the NFC Championship. I'm gonna take the New Orleans Saints, but this should be a fun one to watch. It, but man, the Saints have killed them the last two times. Don't be surprised if they do it again.
Yeah, give me the Saints to get to the NFC Championship and beat the Buccaneers for the third time this season.
Yeah.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. And there you have it. Those are our picks for the divisional rounds. We got Packers over Rams, Bills over Ravens, Chiefs over Browns, and Saints over Buccaneers. Make sure to drop your picks in the comments down below. And also granted, I put in a community post about the Seahawks firing Brian Schottenheimer today. Good move in that too. And I can't wait to watch some of these playoff games, man. Anyway, Dallas, thank you once again for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. I had a good wild card week, 4-2.
Yes, you did. I went 3-3, and
Yep.
But yep.
And we picked all the division winners this week. We'll see what happens.
And
we picked all the home teams.
And stay tuned tomorrow for me and Dallas are going to go over our personal top 5 Seahawks wins of the 2020 season. So stay tuned for that. We will be doing that tomorrow.
Yep. We'll be going over and reminiscing about what we thought were the top 5 wins of 2020.
All right. We're about to sign out here. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.